Whoa, what is all of this?
This is the Navigators. Everything we are today is built on the simplest of ideas. We seek to know Christ, make Him known, and help others to do the same. Everything we do is built on life-to-life relational change. Navigators live out the gospel and introduce people to Jesus, helping them grow in their faith until they can, as Jesus said, make disciples.
That sounds nice, but is it really how you do all of this?
It's how we've grown from the very start. In 1933, the first navigator began making disciples of Jesus among a handful of sailors in the U.S. Navy, and that's how we've operated ever since. For example, one veteran navigator poured his life into 40 people, no more. Those 40 reached out to their own groups, and today over 4,000 people are making disciples for Jesus because of the faithfulness of one. And that was one of thousands of navigators.
Wow. So how close are the navigators to their goal?
3 billion people on Earth haven't heard the gospel. We've got a long way to go, but there are navigators all over the country and all over the globe. We reach hundreds of thousands of people every year.
Whoa, break that number down for me.
10,000 military personnel and first responders on 170 military installations. 11,000 campers at our Eagle Lake camp. 65,000 visitors to our Glen Erie Castle and Conference Center. Over 1,000 collegiate navigators on campuses around the country every year.
So what about...
Sorry, wait, still not done. Our Nations Within teams are working with 25 different people groups in U.S. cities, loving them and helping them feel at home. Our church ministries teams are building up disciple makers in 343 churches. 147 collegiate ministries are making disciples on their campuses around the country, and our international student ministries are reaching students from 81 different nationalities. 7 navigators working in our I-58 ministry live in Compton, California, working with that city's next generation of spiritual leaders, providing a training ground for future discipleship. We're in the workplace too. One navigator has focused on the idea of spiritual generations, and the chain of business people he has discipled extends 6 generations, each one helping the next follow Jesus. Young navigators in their 20s are reaching people in 27 U.S. cities, while 175 navigator staff members are serving their neighbors. And Encore navigators, our most experienced staff, have been making disciples for a combined total of 7,000 years.
Clearly, navigators know how to build relationships. Do you guys do anything to help people learn more about the Bible, too?
We believe people grow in faith by reading God's Word so they can know Him more deeply. NavPress just celebrated 50 years of the 2-7 series, used by nearly 3 million people around the world to learn scriptures. One man in a navigator's prison ministry memorized not just 260 verses, but 260 complete Bible stories.
So, anything else?
Yeah. We know we have a long way to go with our ethnic minority ministry, but our 329 minority staff and 4 ethnic networks are helping us learn and grow every day. Our networks see tremendous opportunities to reach diverse and growing communities, as well as great potential for cross-cultural outreach.
You mentioned around the globe before, like missions?
To the ends of the earth. Not only do we send out 200 students and leaders each year for mission trips, but our Navigator World Mission staff members serve long-term in education and business outreach in communities around the globe. Almost 50% of the people we serve in this way live in the 1040 window, some of the hardest to reach communities on the planet. Our Discipling for Development ministry is empowering impoverished communities in 18 countries on 4 continents. All told, we have 5,700 Navigator staff serving 112 nations around the globe.
Gotta admit, I never knew the Navigators did so much in so many places.
We need people who desire to go deeper with Christ, to see God do more in and through His people, to close the gap between the 3 billion people who need the gospel and haven't heard it yet. We know that God can do more than we can ask or imagine through people ready to answer the call.